Maura Murray's story begins long before that cold February night in 2004. Born on May 4th, 1982, in Hanson, Massachusetts, Maura was the fourth of 5 children in a close-knit Irish Catholic family. Her father, Fred Murray, worked tirelessly to support the family, and her mother, Lori, was deeply devoted to raising their children. Maura was especially close to her siblings, and growing up, she was described as bright, determined, and deeply caring. From an early age, Maura excelled both academically and athletically. In high school, she was a star athlete running track and cross country, and she quickly built a reputation as a disciplined and hard-working student. Friends admired her ambition and her calm, thoughtful nature. She wasn't the type to draw attention to herself, but those who knew her well saw her quiet strength. After high school, Maura followed in the footsteps of her older sister, Kathleen, and enrolled at the prestigious United States Military Academy at West Point. There, she studied chemical engineering and continued running track. West Point demanded excellence, and Maura seemed to rise to the challenge. But military life was rigid and intense, and eventually, Maura decided that her true passion lay in caring for others. She transferred to the University of Massachusetts Amherst to study nursing. At UMass, she began building a new life, balancing her studies, work at the campus security desk, and a long-distance relationship with her boyfriend, Bill, an Army officer stationed in Oklahoma. To outsiders, Maura seemed to be on a path to success, smart, athletic, and deeply committed to her goals. But behind the strong, determined young woman, there were signs of stress. Friends later recall that Maura sometimes seemed overwhelmed, and the weeks leading up to her disappearance, her behavior began to change in ways that raised concern. On the night of February 9th, 2004, everything unraveled. That evening, Maura packed her black satin sedan with clothes, toiletries, textbooks, and alcohol. She emailed her professors, claiming she would be away for a family emergency, a claim that wasn't true. She withdrew cash from an ATM, stopped at a liquor store, and began driving north. No one knows exactly why. Hours later, on a desolate stretch of Route 112 in Haverhill, New Hampshire, Maura's car skidded off the road into a snowbank. A passing bus driver stopped to offer help. Maura declined, saying she had already called roadside assistance, though self-service in that area was unreliable. Minutes later, when police arrived, Maura was gone. Inside the car, officers found an empty beer bottle and a box of wine. But there was no blood, no footprints in the snow, and no sign of a struggle. It was as if Maura had vanished into the night. Her family was devastated. Fred Murray, heartbroken but determined, began an unrelenting search. He walked the roads where his daughter was last seen, pleading with authorities to do more. In his heart, he believed Maura was a victim of foul play. Over the years, countless theories have emerged. Some believe Maura ran away, hoping to escape the pressures of school, love, and life. Others are convinced she was abducted after leaving her car. There are even theories suggesting she staged her disappearance, intent on starting over. But none of those theories have been proven. Nearly 2 decades later, the questions remain. Who was waiting for Maura that night? Did she vanish by choice, or was she silenced forever? Maura Murray's story is not just about her disappearance. It's about a brilliant, ambitious young woman with dreams of helping others, whose life was cut short by an unsolved mystery. It's about a family's endless search for truth, and a haunting reminder that sometimes the people we think we know best are carrying silent burdens. And still today, the question echoes through time. What really happened to Maura Murray? Please subscribe for more.